everyone, my name is Joanne Marsden. I'm a hairstylist out of Orange County, California, and today I'm going to show you guys all my tips and tricks on how to do a custom tailored base application. This is a process that I think is very overlooked. To me, it is the foundation of color, and once you can nail a base application, you can pretty much nail any color, root melt, color melt, whatever you call it. It is just the perfect thing to do. Now with my client Sabina, when she puts her head down, you will see she's about 75% gray. She's got a significant amount of gray, and you actually go to the back of her hair, it starts to become less and less, but it's still, I would say, it goes from like 50 down to 25% gray. So the way I formulate and then the way I place my color is very important. So what I basically do is I assess, okay, this is what she wants to do. Her base color, I would say, is about a level 4. So what I like to do is I kind of like to play off of the highs and the lows, the grays and the natural color. So for her, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna kind of aim for a level 5, slightly warm, so it kind of almost looks like it's sun-kissed. For her color, I'm gonna actually use Schwarzkopf Royal, 30 grams of 50 and 10 grams of 60. But then what's gonna happen is, so I'm gonna start where she has the most amount of gray, which is this top 2 sections right here. When I start here, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna do the color here first because this is where I want the color to sit the longest. Because color processing is anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. When we think about that, obviously the back here doesn't need quite as much time as the front. On her hairline, I'm actually gonna drop it down and I'm gonna use 6-0 from Royale with 20 volume. So I don't really want it to look so dark like a level 3-4 around her hairline and the rest of it looking like a 5. It's gonna be a big tip off that this is not her color. So when you actually pull back, even though she does have some gray throughout here, it is, if you actually look, it's much finer. So obviously I don't wanna drop it down to kind of a whole level just because I don't think it would cover quite as great, but I think 6-0 will cover it just perfect. This way she'll still have a natural hairline after we're done with the color. And make sure those ears are covered. So you wanna go through there and I wanna make it a nice line. And what I'll do is right at the apex of the head, then I'll go ahead and go right behind the ear. Push that all forward. The flexibility and the tension of this brush to me are perfect for a base color. So it keeps everything nice and organized. The thing with Schwarzkopf is since it is such an opaque color, you really have to keep that in consideration when you're formulating. So now I have my 6-0 and I'm gonna go ahead and brush it up against her hairline and make sure I get it nice and covered. Brush that through. Now when I pull those pieces down, I always try to make sure it's almost like a teardrop, so it goes a little bit down further in the backs. Hair is really wiry or porous or coarse, you know that it's gonna really accept the color well. All right, now she's processed for about 10 minutes and I'm ready to pull through her color. I mixed half 6-0 and half 7-1. So you wanna make sure it's nice and saturated. 2 different sections. And sometimes I'll go from the bottom to the top, but this time I actually just decided I'm just gonna go in vertical sections. All right, and now I'm ready to move on to the last section. Go ahead and take a vertical parting. Usually when I twist the hair around, I'm just checking to make sure that it's saturated all the way through. Looks like I got everything. I like to use the Parlux Allion. That is my blow dryer of choice. I feel like it really pushes the air really nice and fast. I'm gonna go ahead and start with our bangs. All right, now we're done with Sabina's color. Thank you guys so much for watching my perfect way to tailor a base application for a client. Thank you so much, Essential Hair Academy, for having me. It was so much fun, and I hope to do it one day again.